Hey friends, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel, and talk about something that I never thought I would report. Jake E. Lee, legendary guitarist Jake E. Lee, has been shot multiple times in Las Vegas, and he survived. Now this is not clickbait, it's not like, oh, he was shot with a camera or something like that, and the news is really just coming out now. There's actually not that much information about it, but I do have some details up here that I'm going to share with you guys. And talk about a guy that just can't get a break. Obviously, everybody knows him from his work with Ozzy Osbourne and Badlands, and then later on, Dragon Cartel more recently. But so many people have always thought that he never really got the recognition he deserved for being such a great guitarist and really a riff writer. Anyway, let's get right into this. I've got the details up here. But of course, guys, real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool new guitars and staying up on all the latest news in the guitar universe, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, so this article I want to share with you is over on blabbermouth.net. Here's the headline: Ex-Ozzy Osbourne guitarist Jake E. Lee shot multiple times in Las Vegas, full recovery expected. And that is the good news that we wanted to hear. But let's read on here. As confirmed by management, legendary rock guitarist Jake E. Lee of Ozzy Osbourne, Badlands, and Dragon Cartel was shot multiple times early this morning, that's Tuesday the 15th, in a Las Vegas, Nevada street shooting. Lee is fully conscious and doing well in an intensive care unit at a Las Vegas hospital. He is expected to fully recover. Las Vegas authorities believe the shooting was completely random. Just a shot in the dark, you could say. Completely random, and occurred while Lee took his dog out for a walk in the early morning hours. As the incident is under police investigation, no further comments will be forthcoming. Lee and his family appreciate respecting their privacy at this time. Okay, now the article goes on here with some more just kind of generic information about Jake E. Lee. But that first paragraph or few sentences there, it's like it raises so many questions. First of all, I'm super happy that Jake E. Lee is living a good life in Las Vegas, and he's out in the early morning hours walking his dog. Sounds like a good life. But a random street shooting, were they shooting specifically at him? Were they shooting at someone else and he got caught in the line of fire? How exactly does this happen? And they're saying, there's a police investigation, so they're not going to release any information right now. But I certainly hope maybe in a few days or a week or something like that. Now, the most important thing is that he is expected to make a full recovery. But that being said, the other stuff in the article here is talking about some health problems, not exactly health problems, but problems he had with his bones and his wrists and his joints and everything that was going on earlier. And this is kind of the explanation as to why he just hasn't been very active musically in the past few years. And the article is taken from an interview with him where he's talking about these different joint problems he was having and so forth, and how he is able to play again now, and it's improving, but he still has all these issues that he's working through. Now, I'm going to put the link to this article down in the video description below if you want to read through all of this stuff, and it is pretty interesting. But a lot of the article just doesn't have very much to do with the main piece of news, which is the fact that he was shot. Now, I remember about 10 years ago when Dragon Cartel was really launched. That was Jake's new band back then. And there was this now legendary first show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. That show was really incredible. I remember the singer, Darren Smith, I believe. He was just, completely drunk. And he actually put on a pretty good performance despite being like falling down drunk. At one point he climbed on top of the drums and then fell off. But it certainly made headlines. And Jake E. Lee did fantastic. He played wonderfully. Everybody was happy to see him back and, playing on stage in a band again. I remember also he had a really cool or really interesting stage setup where he had, I think, 3 4x12 cabinets. And one of them he had turned kind of sideways, so he was kind of standing in a corner with these 4x12 cabinets, so kind of creating his own side fill monitor with that third guitar cabinet, which was kind of cool. Anyway, Red Dragon Cartel ended up doing some more shows. I think they had a different singer for a while, and then there was a second album. But things kind of petered out with Red Dragon Cartel, and I think that was really due to the issues that Jake E. Lee was having with his wrists and his hands and so forth. So look, I'm a big fan of Jake E. Lee, his writing, his playing style, his lead playing, all of that stuff. So I hope, number one, that he does in fact make a full recovery from this terrible thing that he's gone through, and then number two, that he's also able to recover from whatever, joint problems or wrist problems that he's been having in the past, because I think he still has more music to do, and I would love to hear what else he's going to come up with as a musician. Okay, guys, so let me know what you think of all this stuff down in the comments section below. I don't want to speculate. We shouldn't speculate too much about how exactly this happened, but at the same time, there's so little information to go on. I know people are not going to be able to help when it comes to the speculation and that kind of stuff. But yeah, if some new information comes out, I will go ahead and do a follow-up video about that. So stay tuned for that. And guys, of course, if you enjoy videos like this, thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. And again, link for that original article down in the video description below. Talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching.